Next is coming to what is a solution. Okay, so next coming to what is a solution. So a solution is defined as a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Now there are two basic components of a solution. So what are the two major components of a solution? So the two major components of a solution are, okay, the first one is the solute and the second one is the solvent. Okay, so what is a solute? A solute is a substance which dissolves in a liquid. Okay, and a solvent is a liquid which dissolves a particular substance. Okay, so the solute and solvent together form a solution. For example, in a salt solution, okay, in your salt solution, your solute is going to be salt and your solvent is going to be water. Okay, so then what is coming to what is a saturated solution? See children, you must have observed this. If you add salt to water and stir it, the salt will go into solution. If you continuously add salt to this water, glass of water, without changing the amount of water, at a point, the salt will not dissolve in irrespective of how much stirring you have done. Okay, so at this point, wherein the solvent cannot dissolve any more of the solute, it is said to be a saturated solution. So a saturated solution is a solution which cannot dissolve any more of the solute at that particular temperature. Why are we specifying temperature? Is because basically the solubility changes with temperature. On increasing in temperature, the intermolecular space between the solvent molecules will increase and it can take in more amount of the solute. So whenever we are dealing with terms like saturated solution, solubility, okay, we have to specify the term temperature. So again, a saturated solution is a solution which cannot dissolve any more of the solute. Okay, what are the factors which are going to determine the formation of a solution? So what are the conditions? Okay, the conditions required for formation of a solution. The first one would be, children, the two substances should be soluble in each other. Okay, the substances should be soluble in each other. Normally, children, when we talk about a solute and a solvent, the solute is usually in the one which is in smaller proportion and the solvent is the one which is in a larger proportion. Again, when we think about, say, salt solution, we have just seen that the solubility of salt is how much, children? It is 36 grams. Okay, so 36 grams in 100 grams of water. So have you seen that the proportion of the solute is usually, okay, it is usually, not always, the proportion of the solute is usually less when compared to the proportion of the solvent. Now the next condition which is required for formation of a solution is the solute should be added to the solvent with constant stirring. Now this process of stirring, children, will increase the speed of solution. Okay, the solution is formed at a faster rate. Okay, then the next condition is the solute particles should be small. Okay, that is, the solute particles, if we want to dissolve say some substance in water, we should ensure that the particle size of this substance is small, and we can reduce the size of these particles or reduce the size of the substance, okay, by powdering. So instead of adding lumps of a substance into the solvent, you can powder this substance and add it to the solvent. So this will increase the rate of dissolution. Is that clear? Okay. And then next, children, is the temperature of the solvent. Okay. The temperature of the solvent. Okay, the temperature of the solvent should be high, children. This is because when the temperature of the solvent is high, okay, the intermolecular spaces between the solvent will be more. So more amount of the solute can go in, and at the same time, you know what happens is basically the kinetic energy of the particles is going to be more, and when the kinetic energy of the particles is going to be more, the rate of dissolution will also be faster. Is that clear, children? So these are the 4 conditions required for formation of a solution. Now let us discuss about anomalous expansion of water. Now you had studied the effect of heat on matter, right? So we know that matter always expands. Normally matter expands on heating and contracts on cooling. Water also exhibits this property. It expands on heating and contracts on cooling. But this contraction of water on cooling is only up to 4 degrees Celsius. When you cool water below 4 degrees Celsius, instead of contracting, it will expand. That means its volume is going to increase. And coming to what is solubility, every particular solvent has some ability to take in some quantity of the solute, okay, and this is known as solubility. So solubility is defined as the maximum amount of solute that dissolves in 100 grams of a solvent at a particular temperature in order to form a saturated solution. Now, different substances have different solubility. For example, the solubility of sugar, okay, sugar is 204 grams per 100 grams of water, okay. Similarly, the solubility of sodium nitrate, okay, the solubility of sodium nitrate is 102 grams, okay, and then the solubility of your common salt, okay, solubility of common salt is 36 grams, okay, and then like this we have different solubilities. Is that clear, children? Okay, so coming to the solubility, now what are the factors? Okay, so what are the factors which are going to determine the formation? Okay.